Let's take a look at the pre-ban between YODAYOOO and Richard here. I think both own Nephthys, but Nephthys seems like it's not really a tournament unit. Nobody really used Nephthys in tournament. It's really strong in general, but I guess in high level play, it's just not that good. So what's gonna be the pre-ban here? Are we seeing a secret Laura pre-ban? We've been seeing some YODAYOOO Laura first pick. Wow, they're really taking their time with the pre-ban, huh? So many options. I think at this point, you just pre-ban the thing that counter your entire playstyle, or the unit with the best swift set of the enemy team. And it's gonna be Secret and a Gianna. When you don't get first pick, you don't want to deal with the Gianna. First pick for YODAYOOO, is it gonna be Oliver? It's gonna be Kovaci, the Frank playstyle that Richard beat earlier. So I think Richard's gonna go with a good old Chandra Cigar once again, because I don't think there's any reason not to. Or maybe he's gonna switch it up. I'm just kidding. Who am I kidding? It's good old Chandra Cigar once again. So YODAYOOO has the option to go for Laura and Ciara here for the outspeed and the big damage, opening up some solid option last pick. But it's gonna be a more and Kovaci first pick, so it's gonna go for a big damage dealer. I wonder what the damage dealer is gonna be. Something that's gonna utilize the attack buff. Masha maybe. Whoa, it's actually gonna go with this OG, the OG core team with the more Chung Pung. Richard learning a thing or two from the man he just beat, locking in the segment. Are we seeing a Vert for the triple revenge counter? Or are we seeing a Juno for the strip? It's gonna be the Villager who's been hiding in his box this entire time, completing the trio. Chandra Cigar Villager. So maybe Juno is gonna be the one that YODAYOOO is gonna pick up here, together with Alora for the strip and the control. What is YODAYOO gonna go for? A Chow is gonna be picked up by YODAYOOO. Very solid last pick here. No direct counter to Chow at the moment. And a Juno getting picked up as well to counter that low damage team entirely. Richard definitely in a lot of trouble here. Whatever last minute counterplay he's gonna pick will get banned, and Chow Juno is gonna take the lead. Diana getting picked up here. Maybe he doesn't really have to ban Diana. Maybe he can actually ban either the Chandra or the segment to outspeed entirely and focus the damage onto the Diana. Diana's gonna get banned, Chung Pung's gonna get banned, which means Richard will have to deal with Chow Juno with only one attack bar pushback. That is not looking good for Richard. Here we go, first turn belongs to the segment. Going for the strip reset, landed on a Kovaci. Kovaci, not entirely useless, can still heal with a skill 1. Big strip from the Moor, nothing really happened right there, but good damage onto the Villager. Villager dropping the Sanctuary, waking up the segment, and now is the moment where Richard try his best to control the Chow and the Juno, which is not exactly easy. You need to get that attack bar down, combo the slow debuff, so you can keep Chow at bay. Use reset to get the strip out of Juno's system. Push back the attack bar of the entire enemy team. Get a beautiful violent proc for the defense break. He needs to pummel his damage into this Chow as he's not moving at the moment. Both Chandra and Villager can potentially do good damage on the Chow here. More debuff on the enemy team. Heal block is not going to land on Chow because Chow is immune to heal block. So now switching the damage onto Kovaci, who's now having heal block, so Juno cannot do anything to it. Chandra protection available. Gonna drop it onto the Cigar because everyone's looking at Cigar right now. That's one of the biggest selling part of this duo is everyone attacking Cigar will get absolutely destroyed by the Chandra skill 1. Kovaci going down, more eating the damage. But this villager is definitely going to be in big trouble because if Chow managed to go, Chow did not manage to get a violent proc right there. Juno trying her best to bring down the villager because that's the main healer of Richard. Big AoE, one stun on the best unit though. Mars gonna go down soon as well. But that is not a problem for YODAYOOO because the whole point of drafting Chow and Juno is that Chow and Juno is like a separate team on their own. They do their own thing. You can't touch these units. Mars gonna go down, but the villager is gonna go down as well. And now Richard's about to face the consequence of leaving these two in. Can he take down this Chow quick enough? Damage on Chow, no violent proc. Chow took the hit, but could not took another one. But right now he's gonna get a bit of healing, and he's about to drop some great damage. Juno looking for a target. That's gonna be the segment. Chow, skill 1, no violent proc once again. This Chow is about to go down very soon here to the Chandra damage. More attack power reduction, speed buff for the Juno. Chandra going in, big damage on the Chow. Chow's about to go down very soon here. Juno is gonna be Richard. Be YODAYOOO, last one standing. Here comes the damage coming out from Juno, taking down the segment. Right now, she needs to take down the Chandra. Chandra giving her free healing. Juno going in. Cigar now a liability instead of a real unit. Chandra doing his best. Juno doing her best. Every debuff. No debuff from the Cigar. But the big stun onto the Chandra. Cigar trying to push back attack bar. Could not get it done. But good damage though. No provoke. That is very crucial. But another stun from the Juno. But Chandra is not giving up just yet. Chandra protect the Cigar. Big damage onto the Juno. No more stun from the Juno. Will this provoke? No provoke. Very lucky from Richard. Big damage. Juno with a counter. Juno with the stun. But the Cigar's gonna go for the big hit. GG. Critical hit in the last moment to take down the Juno. Richard will take game 1. Man, that stun from Juno constantly keeping the Chandra down. But it was not enough. And the Cigar refused to provoke the Juno was very crucial as well. Round 2 between YODAYOOO and Richard. Richard one step closer to writing history with his beautiful comeback story here. Here we go. First pick for Richard. He's going to go with the good old Cigar once again. Cigar getting first pick by Richard. Name a better duo. Not really. YODAYOOO. Are you going to go for the same style? No more Kovaci this time. He's going to go for the Oliver. He's going to go for the Laura. The classic outspeed control. Which means Richard can go for the Hey Gang. No, he's going to go for the Cigarette and outspeed the Vio Laura as well. The double Beast Riders are ready to go for Richard. What is YODAYOOO going to do? Is he going to try and outspeed the Secret with a Swift unit? He's not going to go for that yet. He's going to go for the more to cut in between to provide a strip and a stun. And the Swift unit of choice will be the Escher coming out from YODAYOOO. What is going to be the counterplay coming out from Richard here? No fire unit. A strong wind unit's going to show up. The Wind Monkey King Xingzhe is going to show up together with Leo to nullify the speed advantage of YODAYOOO. Very good last pick coming out from Richard right there. Especially when YODAYOOO doesn't have any form of immunity and cleanse. The Wind Monkey King is going to be a huge force to reckon with. Not to mention the Leo on the field. YODAYOOO will have to pick a fire force ban here. And that's going to be the vert. That's definitely going to be the force ban for Richard. But what will YODAYOOO deal with? Will he accept that he will lose out on the speed, or will he get stunned by the Wind Monkey? The Wind Monkey is looking too strong right now. So the Wind Monkey is going to get banned, and the Vert is going to get banned as well. Very, very good draft from Richard. If the Asher is not on Will, then Richard might get turn 1 with a Secret. The Asher is not on will, unfortunately. Leo's about to push back the Asher. Get some beautiful damage done as well. Attack buff for the team. And remember, defense break, attack buff is going to give Leo a lot of chance to do good damage. Beautiful provoke on exactly what he wanted. He provoked the Moor, so there's no AoE RNG coming out from the Moor. AoE slow doesn't really matter, but attack buff for the team. Beautiful provoke on the entire enemy team. Now Leo with attack buff going in hard. Who's going to be the target? The target will be the Laura. More damage coming out from the secret. Here comes the dot. Here comes the damage. Chandra with the protection onto the cigar to do even more damage after this. Laura's gonna be the target. Everyone is getting hit by the Chandra. So much damage coming out from Richard. And Oliver is trying his best to get some control on the enemy team. But there's a Leo on the field, and Leo doesn't really need a skill. Leo can actually just one-shot you with a simple skill 1. And Laura's gonna go down to the Chandra Revenge. Defense break from the secret onto the Oliver. Leo, huge damage onto the Oliver. GG, Richard. Completely outdrafted YODAYOOO. Richard, wow. Game 3, here we go. Wait, is that the pre-ban already? I think that's the pre-ban. The Secret and Gianna pre-ban. First pick for YODAYOOO, stealing the win Bison away from Richard. There's no way I'm gonna let this man touch this thing any further. But Richard, he does have a lot of other options available to him. So what is he gonna go for this time? Is he gonna still go for the Chandra? Or is he gonna pick up like a Ciara Oliver angle? It is gonna be the Oliver for Richard. Is he gonna follow Mr. Chung footstep? No, it's gonna be Oliver Marsha instead of Oliver Sakmet. So YODAYOOO has the option to go for the Chandra and the Laura in this position. They're gonna go for the Kovaci and the Moor. He's gonna be more aggressive instead. So what is gonna be the AoE strip from Richard? Is it gonna be Hey Gang? Is it gonna be Praha? There's no Praha. What am I talking about? It's Richard. It's not Mr. Chung. So what kind of AoE strip is he gonna go for? Is he gonna lock in an Ethna as well, potentially? Is gonna be a Sakmat getting picked up by Richard to counter the Wind Bison. And no, it's gonna be a Juno Asher. He's the one going with the Asher this time. But will YODAYOOO go for the Leo pick, last pick here? Juno Asher not too bad coming out from Richard. So what's gonna be the counterplay from YODAYOOO? Always seeing some strong fire presence in the last 2 pick. YODAYOOO thinking about his last pick here, locking in Abellio to maybe survive. And we have Automel to deal with the Marsha. He is definitely banning out the Asher or the Juno here. Seeing this, we might have a Charlotte coming out from this, and it might be really good. But then, Rich is an LD gamer. He doesn't have to pick a win unit. He can go for an LD unit right now. It's gonna be the same A to counter the low damage of YODAYOO's team and the Kovaci attack buff and immunity as well. So that's definitely gonna be a ban onto the Automel. And if Seimei stay in the game, YODAYOOO will have a very hard time trying to control the enemy and protect his team at the same time. Because all that provoke is gonna turn into healing with Seimei in the field. So is it gonna be Seimei Automel ban? It's gonna be Automel and Oliver ban. YODAYOOO will accept the Seimei on the field, and he will need to do his very best to bring down the Marsha as quickly as possible. He might be able to do so with the damage from Abellio and the Moor, assuming he gets to do damage. Here we go, Kovaci with the attack buff, and turn 1. Here's the moment, the window for YODAYOOO to bring down the Marsha. Big AoE damage and beautiful strip coming out from the Moor. Head press onto the Marsha. Everything he does right now is going to be focused onto the Marsha. Get everybody down as well. Big wow blow from the Abellio. Unfortunately, Richard cannot do anything to stop this damage from coming. And he can't really kill anything fast as well. This was not exactly the draft that Richard was looking for here. And now we have more cooldown reduction for the Moor, which means the spin is coming back again. Huge damage coming out from the Moor. But it's not over yet because Asher is here. Same as here, reducing cooldown for the Asher healing. But can he save this? Can he save this Marsha though? Oh my god, this Marsha is being so heavily targeted by everyone on the enemy team. But with the soul protection, she's not going to go down just yet. Damage coming from Juno is not too bad as well. She's still being the target despite the soul protection on her face, which means YODAYOOO want to kill this Marsha back to back. He knows that without Marsha, Richard would have no damage left. Great damage from Kovaci. Cigar moving on. Beautiful provoke onto the Marsha. Same is also focusing on the Kovaci. But Abelio heal is still here with us. So it's not going to be easy unless the Asher go for a quick heal block here. He needs to heal block this Kovaci. Big heal block. And then Marsha doesn't get a violent prop, but did heal a little bit more than usual with the same passive. But Marsha is about to go down. Marsha will go down to the Abelio damage. And no more heal block on Kovaci. AoE random stun, but that's not going to be enough. More damage coming out from the Moor. More damage coming out from Abelio. And healing as well. Not looking good for Richard. YODAYOOO finally found his rhythm. He's not going to go down 3-0 that easily. More damage coming out from the Moor. So much cooldown support from Kovaci. Right now, Juno's the last one doing any real damage. But Juno alone cannot out-damage the Kovaci and the Abelio healing. Big damage onto the Asher. More damage from the Moor. GG. Richard lost 2 units. And Kovaci still standing strong. We're going to a game 4. YODAYOOO will not go down without a fight. Round 4 between YODAYOOO and Richard. What is going to be the pre-ban? It is going to be the Chandra Kovaci pre-ban. No Chiana is going to show up. Richard getting the first pick. I have a small suspicion that Richard's about to pick the Cigar first pick, guys. Ooh, he's thinking about it. Just kidding. He was just trying to scroll through his always LD5 to find a Cigar. And now it's going to be Oliver, Laura on the other side. But that did not do well for YODAYOOO, so he might not want to go for the Asher after that. We have the Chandra Secret once again. YODAYOOO, what will you do? The draft you did earlier did not really work out too well. Might have to switch it up. Maybe drop in a fire unit instead of no fire at all. And being vulnerable to the Wind Monkey King. And it's going to be the Moor and the Abelio getting picked up. Abelio is going to be really decent against the Wind Monkey King that might show up. But we might see double win coming out from Richard here and completely nullify the Abelio. And the first win will be the Smicer. Very solid unit into YODAYOOO at the moment without any cleansing. What's going to be the other one here coming out from Richard? He has the LD. He has the Wind Monkey. Wind Monkey getting locked in. YODAYOOO has one last shot to go for a fire unit. But I think that might be too late. He allowed the enemy to double up on the better element. And that is the position you don't want to be in. And the last pick coming out from YODAYOOO is going to be a simple immunity unit Wusa. But I think that's going to be a very simple ban for Richard. So I think we're going to be seeing a Wusa ban and potentially a Smicer or the Ginger ban. Both are really annoying for YODAYOO's team. Smicer ban and Wusa ban. YODAYOO might not get turn 1. Richard's going to go for the secret buff into the Cigar pushback. And YODAYOO More doesn't have immunity turn 1, which means it might get provoked or stunned by the monkey or the cigar here. Looking very vulnerable in this position. No stun on the Moa, but no crazy pushback. And then Chandra still moving. Chandra has skill 1 available. Might be able to strip the Abellio and get the reset onto the Oliver. Here comes the strip. Oh my god, he gets the strip on everybody. Maybe on the slow debuff as well. Big slow debuff on the entire enemy team. Cigar getting the most crucial turn onto the Abellio. No more healing for YODAYOOO. Very bad position for YODAYOOO because the Oliver getting slow and provoked. Defense break from the monkey. Oliver in a lot of trouble. No healing from the Abellio. Abellio looking for a stun, get a stun on the Chandra, but that stun will not stop the Secret from doing damage onto the Oliver. Oliver's gonna go down. Looking really bad for YODAYOOO. He's now level 2 water against the Wind Monkey King. The worst place to be in. First stun from the monkey. Defense break and provoke coming out from the Cigar. No proc coming out from the Laura. Need a big stun from the Abellio right here. No stun from Abellio. Defense break onto the Laura. Monkey attack buff available. Looking really dangerous for YODAYOOO. He's stepping 1 step further away from the APAC ticket. Can Abellio save the day here? But even if Abellio managed to heal, who's gonna stop Monkey from killing? Monkey going in. GG, Richard. Wonderful, wonderful, Richard. The best comeback story of APAC Group C from the bottom of the lower bracket is Richard.